Welcome to the home of royal family news. The remarks Brett Ratner made in the past still trouble him. But before we continue, are you interested in starting or scaling a YouTube channel without having to show your face or becoming a traditional YouTuber to earn $30,000 a month? Click on the link below for more information. The 48-year-old producer, who was accused of sexual harassment and assault by 6 women in a shocking Los Angeles Times article last week, was seen in a recently discovered video exchanging awkward words with businessman Gene Pigozzi. The Rush Hour director was explaining to Pigozzi in the 2014 clip from the now-defunct Esquire network's My Friends Call Me Johnny that his passion of old cinema was so profound that he'd cheerfully pass up a lovely starlet to commiserate with his inner circle of show business veterans, a few of whom have recently been accused of sexual impropriety themselves. In my town, people know me as the person who adores the old Hollywood actors. Bob Evans, Warren Beatty, James Tabak, and Roman Polanski, all of whom are in their 60s, 70s, and are approaching 80 years old, are people I would rather hang out with than the most stunning women in the world. Even though Roman Polanski is under house arrest, he says, "Yes, we adore and appreciate beautiful women, but I prefer to sit all day in his house and chat about movies." Pigozzi praised Ratner for his respect for learning from the wiser generations as sort of an apprentice to life, and contrasted that with his reputation as a playboy. Pigozzi asked as Ratner chuckled, "So Brett, how can you do that and then another time, you can spend hours chatting to some utterly idiotic female hoping to get laid? You should win the Nobel Prize for listening to this b.h., I said." Ratner continued, "That's the point where we're entirely different. Johnny can make love to a smart lady, whereas I've never made love to a smart woman." Though he didn't mention any of the women by name, Ratner had public, high-profile relationships with actresses Lindsay Lohan, Maggie Q, and Rebecca Gayheart, Victoria's Secret model Alina Puku, and tennis player Serena Williams years before making the comments in the 2014 clip. They were released 3 years after the explicit interview Ratner gave to Howard Stern sparked a public uproar that led to his ultimate resignation as the producer of the 2012 Oscars. In the November 2011 conversation, Ratner bragged about his skill at making women cry with ecstasy during oral sex, claimed he sends women to a doctor to get checked for diseases before having sex with them, and claimed he made actress Olivia Munn look like a whore during a media back-and-forth based on their conflicting accounts of an incident from 2004 that was detailed in the Times piece. Ratner has categorically refuted all of the outrageous, disparaging charges made against him in the newspaper piece, according to his attorney Marty Singer. The director has had a challenging week after only receiving the Jewish National Fund's Tree of Life Award a week prior for his humanitarian efforts on behalf of Israel. Following the publication of the exposé on Wednesday, Playboy Enterprises expressed its great distress about the allegations and halted production on a Hugh Hefner biopic that Brett Ratner was supposed to direct and produce. In order to prevent having a negative effect on the studio until these personal difficulties are resolved, filmmaker Brett Ratner announced in a statement that he was choosing to voluntarily step aside from his lucrative commercial relationships with Warner Brothers. Deadline was also informed by insiders that Ratner no longer has an office on the studio property. At least one of Ratner's accusers, who was not mentioned in the newspaper article, has turned the tables on him. He sued Melanie Kohler for defamation in Hawaii on Wednesday after Kohler alleged that he had raped her in a Facebook post on October 20. After the current media frenzy subsides and people have a chance to critically assess the nature of these allegations, we are certain that his name will be exonerated, Ratner's attorney Singer said in a statement on Wednesday. He is aware of the gravity of the situation and the need to confront victims of sexual assault in the entertainment business and elsewhere. Thanks for watching.